NFL teams' goodness and their flaws and what they need to work on. But to be honest with you, we just talk about their goodness and their flaws. We never talk about what they need to work on. Or have we? I should rewatch my videos. I not even watched the full one before. So let's just say I'm not really liking to edit my videos. So yeah. So in tennis, Carlos Alcaraz has gotten his head shaved by his brother. He's kind of in romance with Emi Raducanu, one of the best tennis players in the world. She's British. And Carlos Alcaraz is Spanish. They were playing doubles together. Let's just say that they didn't go so well, but those are two great players of tennis. But what are we actually going to talk about here? College football season's off. You heard Iowa State upset Kansas State 24-21 in the Dublin. Remember last time, Wake Forest, at that time they thought they upset, but it turns out Florida State turned out to be 11-11, so it wasn't. But we're talking about this Texas-Ohio State Game 1 match. Number 1 Texas versus number 3 Ohio State. Let's just say that this one was unexpected, out of the blue. There's also number 4 Clemson versus number 9 LSU. Guys, my mind's exploding. My mind's going to be happy. By the way, guys, you know those overalls that the students wear? Like those overalls that they wear shirtless? I'm getting a pair of yellow, and I'm going to go shirtless at games with a pair of yellow overalls. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. I really need overalls. This is a podcast, guys, so don't worry that I'm going a little too personal on here. It's a podcast, right? It's a podcast, not a sports show. So just don't worry, guys. I would get fired, all right? Just remember that, all right? So anyway, about this Texas-Ohio State game. Last time they played in the Cotton Bowl, and a couple of my fans named Dean and Liz. Dino is what I call them, Dino. They got me this ball, and it has the Texas-Ohio State Cotton Bowl. Now, as you know, Ohio State won last time, but they actually had, I'm going to move this out of the way so that you guys didn't actually see this. They actually had this ball, they had Will Howard, they had Emeka Egbuka, they had all those guys. They don't have any of those guys anymore. They have no one. Now all their backup quarterbacks are leaving. It's a whole mess. And now, when you're just starting to get warmed up, you have to face number 1 Texas, who is loaded. They've always been loaded. They have Archman and they got all those guys, all right? So just because 4 of the best players in Texas transferred doesn't mean that Texas is still loaded. Ohio State's also loaded. All those big teams, they're loaded, right? So let's be talking about this. Guys, I have a theory here. I think that if you have a good preseason, you have a bad regular season. If you have a bad preseason, you have a great regular season. It's all true. Look it up in the books. That theory my dad said was wrong, and then when the Packers got beat by the Jets 38-7, he was like, oh, I think their theory's actually right. So maybe I'm actually right about this, guys. Alright? Oh, by the way, I'm selling tickets. You want to see my one in live? Buy a ticket, 50 cents. I'm changing it actually to 5 cents, but you can do 50, let's be honest, but 5 cents a pop to go in. I am very excited for week 1 of college football. A little too excited. I like watching TV on Saturday nights, but now if there's any 7:30 games that count, I want to go to them. I love those night games. What we need to talk about is that there's going to be some great matches going throughout the week. I just can't wait to see that atmosphere, I like the college football atmosphere. Now, sure, NFL's coming on. But to be honest with you, they play on Sundays. This is pure Saturday. This is pure joy, right? You see this? What I don't like is this. The Cotton Bowl. That is evil. I hate those turf fields that are for NFL games taking over college football. Whenever that college game day, when it was Georgia versus Texas, SEC final, they had it inside. I didn't like that. I think that this is going to be an exciting week for college football. I think that every week's going to be at least having a top 10 versus top 10 team. And I'm hoping for that. Alright, guys? Let's just hope. But I'm excited for this year, college football year. I can't wait for it to start. Adios. Oh, and one thing. Actually, adios. Yeah.